and afternoon or evening, whatever time it is where you're watching this. And I'm Jace, and this is my channel Haunt the Collector, where I basically chat about statues and all things sort of related to statues or connected to, certainly everything that falls under the geeky umbrella that we all love so much. And today I wanted to do a bit of a, I suppose this is a little bit of a left field video really, and I got the idea because recently I've done a couple of videos of other people's collections, as you may have seen, and I got quite a few more to do on that. So cheers to everyone who sent images through. And I got thinking about other pieces, and I've always appreciated other pieces, and certainly other pieces in people's collections. And I decided to do a video on, before I start rabbiting on endlessly, a top 10 list of statues I don't own. Which I know some of you might be thinking, that's a bit of a weird one to do. And I did myself. I thought, well, that's, you know, it's just like basically a hypothetical list because you'll never own them. But then again, if I did a video on the top 10 most desired statues, it's an equally hypothetical list. But I thought this one might be, because you must be the same as me, there must be pieces that you see that you think, wow, I absolutely adore that, and you would have considered buying it even though it falls right outside sort of the tram lines that you stick to with your collection, as I do, sort of Lord of the Rings and the occasional film piece. So yeah, because I thought I'd just knock a list together, and I thought it would make quite an interesting subject to discuss with you. So let me know. You know, if you're the same as me and you see these, you see pieces that you'd love to own but you don't own for whatever reason, whether it's like me, these pieces it's because it's a line I don't collect, it's a character I have absolutely zero affiliation with, or it falls outside of sort of the strict tram lines I try to stay within with my collecting to keep it under some semblance of control. So if you watch the end of this video and you're the same, like, hey, yeah, Jay, actually I've this same as you, I've got pieces, let me know in the comments. If you want to let me know why, I'd love to read your comments. If you enjoyed the video, obviously give us a like, and goes without saying, if you're watching this and you haven't done, please can you subscribe. Every one of those clicks on the subscribe button helps the channel immensely. Right, let's crack on with the top 10 statues I don't own, in brackets, for whatever reason. Some of them I will go through the reason. So anyway, I've got a list here, so I have to keep looking at it. Number 10, Prime One Studios, and it is Baldur and the Broods piece, which, as most of you know, this is half of a 2-piece statue. Now, this, when it was coupled up, I thought this is one of the, and still think this is one of the best statues I've ever seen. However, this piece I've put in last place because I feel this one, without the counterpart piece, it looks slightly lacking. It looks like it requires its counterpart. To me it does. It just doesn't have that impact that the other one has. On its own it doesn't. I found it a little flat on its own. Brilliant sculpt, fantastic paintwork on the body of Baldur with the tattoos and everything. And just another very brief thing why I'll never own this piece is because, having played God of War, and I've already said how much I like dark characters, I like villains, I hated this guy. I hated him. Spoilt little brat who's fell out with his mummy. No. Okay, so that's number 10. In at number 9, a DC piece. A DC. And it's the Batman Who Laughs, but not the Prime One. The Sideshow Batman Who Laughs, quarter scale. I gotta say, guys, I think when Sideshow unveiled this, I sat back and thought, wow, fair play to Sideshow. I think this is one of the best pieces they have produced in a very, very long time, outside of their Court of the Dead range. A little bit of that later on, actually. Thumbs up to Sideshow with this piece. When I saw this, I can distinctly remember, do you know what? Regardless of the fact that I don't collect DC and I never will, if I had display space, if I had limitless room to display things, I'd buy that. And I can't remember what the price of that piece is, guys. I think it's like 440 quid. A really good price tag on it as well. Really good price. It genuinely made me think momentarily about buying it. So yeah, that's at number 9. In at number 8, another DC piece. You know me, I do like dark things. And this is by XM Studios. And again, this is something when it was unveiled, which was recently. I was blown away by this. And this is the White Knight piece. I know nothing about the White Knight. I know nothing about any of this. Zero. But when they unveiled this, and then Chris on the Batman statue collector, he had this, actually a prototype of this. I was blown away by this piece. I think this is an utterly outstanding statue. It's breathtaking, and fair play to everyone who gets it. It was one of them pieces that it almost made me wish I collected DC, but I don't. Number 7. Now this is a Lord of the Rings piece. Yeah, and this one I need to explain this one a little bit, so please bear with me, or just skim through the next couple of minutes. It's the Witch King of Angmar by Uman Studios. Now, some of you are probably starting to think, why is this on the list? Why will you not own this? You could, even if you missed the pre-order, this is like readily available to buy now. There's one of the reasons, which I'll get to shortly. Now, predominantly, I did toy with the idea of pre-ordering this. I sat and thought about this. In all fairness, if I remember rightly, it actually, the pre-orders went extremely quickly. But let me start by saying, first of all, I think this is an absolutely incredible looking statue. I absolutely love the John Howe artwork. In fact, I did a video on it a few months back. However, for me, I felt that this piece would not sit in with my Lord of the Rings collection. That's simple. My Lord of the Rings collection that Prime One are doing and Weta do, it's based on the films. It's not based on the John Howe artwork. And the other thing, which I alluded to briefly there, was the fact that, yeah, it is readily available. A lot of people are saying, these aren't flippers, these are people who have owned this piece and displayed it. And regardless of the statue, when I see a piece that's not long been out, not long been released, and I see it coming up regularly for sale by collectors, that bothers me. Number 6 is another Sideshow piece from my old collections, but I never had this piece, obviously, because I got out of the line, which is from the Court of the Dead, Relic Ravlach. I think this is possibly the best statue that Sideshow have ever done. Certainly the best statue in the Court of the Dead range. This piece sold out extremely quickly, and this is going on from what I was saying about the previous one, about the Witch King of Angmar. I haven't seen this piece for sale anywhere. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen anyone selling this. I haven't seen it on eBay for sale. That, to me, is huge testament to how loved this piece is by the people who have bought it. Absolutely fantastic. Number 5, and another piece from a game. This is from Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm currently playing Horizon Forbidden West. Absolutely fantastic, even though it's driving me around the twist in places. Is the Stalker piece. Again, this is another couples up with the statue, which we'll get to shortly. Yeah, you know, fantastic piece, superb detail, and I really don't know what more I can say about it. It's just, I don't collect gaming pieces, but I think this is it's an astoundingly good piece. But yeah, I don't collect gaming statues. So in at number 4, this I think is a truly outstanding piece, and in the line stands head and shoulders above virtually all of the other pieces in a huge line, in my opinion. And it is the incredible piece by Prime One, the Dog Alien. I've seen so many people photograph this in their collection, and I've got to say, for someone, I'm not an envious person, I don't, but a little twang of that comes out in me when I see that. I think this is a beautiful statue. The only reason why it's coming where it is in the list, which will become very apparent shortly, is because for me, out of the sort of the strong first 3 films, the third film is my least favourite of the 3 films. Number 3, another gaming statue, Prime One, Kratos and Arceus. When I first saw this statue unveiled, Oh wow, I just couldn't believe how much detail was on one statue. I can't believe how impressive it looked. Unlike the counterpart, which is all the way back at number 10, this piece you could happily buy that on its own, and it just looks breathtaking, utterly breathtaking. You don't need the Baldur piece with this. However, this piece makes the Baldur piece 100 times more the piece that it is, in my opinion. But this, it's just incredible. It's absolutely incredible. In at number 2, and oh, this is a recent one, and I have no idea why I didn't pre-order this, and I keep seeing, because it's not long been released and people keep showing photographs, and the more photographs I see, the more I love it, and the more I'm so frustrated with myself that I didn't pre-order it. It's the big chap Alien Prime 1. Wow, 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 what a piece. To me, this is the best Alien piece I have ever seen. I didn't think anything would beat the dog Alien, but geez, does this. And I've found one for sale on the second-hand market for twice the price it sold for from Prime 1. And for that reason, I can't see the price ever dropping. I set strict restrictions on myself that I am not paying the ridiculous second-hand prices on certain statues. I will not. I don't do it for Lord of the Rings. I'm not doing it for Alien. If I miss the boat, I miss the boat. That's it. I have to live with that. But this, to me, it's just incredible, and kudos to all you lot who have got it. I am, like I said, I try not to. I'm not a jealous person, but wow, there's a bloody pang of it there, I can tell you. Okay, that takes us to number 1, which I'm sure any of you who watch my videos regularly, you know who this piece is. You know I've already alluded to it a couple of times. It's from a game, which is why I will never own it, but I think it is the best statue I have ever laid eyes on, ever, of any manufacturer, of any line. I adore it. It's Aloy. It's the Aloy statue by Prime 1. Even when I was downloading these images that you're looking at now, every time I look at it, I could buy it. I could just click the buy button and have it. This is as close to a flawless statue as I have ever seen. It's superb. It's got the action pose. It's got the detailed, superbly detailed base. It's got Aloy in her shield weaver armor. They've captured her and everything perfect. Just perfect for me. I love the game. I love this statue. And yeah, I'm not going to keep sitting here blowing smoke up the arse of this. But yeah, this is my number 1. And so there we have it. Top 10 statues I don't own. I know this is sort of a bit of a left field video to do, but I thought this was maybe quite an interesting topic to approach, because, you know, I'd really like to hear from you all. I'm sure, as I said earlier, that some of you, the same as me, you see these pieces that you, not only do you like them, you absolutely adore them, but they're so far removed from your collection and what you collect, you even consider buying it, even though it would be a completely standalone piece. If so, stick it in the comments, let me know. Love to hear from you. Give you the reasons why as well. If you enjoyed it, show it, give it a like, please, guys. Really appreciate you all taking the time to watch. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this was okay. Still waiting for these orders to come in, guys. I was hoping at least one would arrive this week. It hasn't, so hopefully next week, so I can start doing some unboxing videos and reviews, statue review videos. Obviously, as I said earlier, if you haven't done, please give us a sub, guys. Really helps. I'm gonna go. I hope you all enjoy your weekend, whatever it is that you're doing. Take care of yourselves. Really appreciate you all taking the time to watch my video, and I'll catch you all on the next video, whenever that is. Take care. Ta-ra.